Greetings once again, fellow book lovers. It's time for another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I read and review a book that is most fascinating and I highly recommend it. And today's book is Return to Midnight by Emma Dews. This is published by Thomas & Mercer. It retails for $16.99 in the United States and $24.99 in Canada. And page length is 291 pages. This is a fascinating debut novel. It's a classic mystery, murder, thriller, whichever genre you want to put it in. But bottom line is, it is an excellent book. It revolves around massacre of college students almost a decade ago in what was called the Midnight House. And hence it was referred to as the Midnight House Murders. 5 college students were murdered, and there were survivors. One of the survivors is Margot Davis, and there are 2 others, Remy and Kyle. They were her friends. Remy and Kyle are a couple. Now, what happened was someone stabbed the 5 students, and someone was charged. Margot testified because the person who was charged, he came from one of the rooms. He was holding the murder weapon. His fingerprints were on it. He was covered in blood. So he was sent to prison and incarcerated. He's still there. Now, all these years later, Margot wants to return to the scene of the crime because she's been asked to write about it. And so she starts to write about her memories of that night. But now someone is sending her very threatening notes saying if she continues lying, then she'll be the next victim. So she's unsure who from possibly that night is writing the letters, or someone else who does not want her to get closer to the truth. Now, we have a lot of suspects here. Remy and Kyle, Margot has always wondered about them. You know, they were the other survivors there in the house. But the night of the murders, a young girl named Elise, she just suddenly vanished, and she was never seen after that. Now, her family was, quite anxious to find out the truth, of course, as was everyone else. And Margot was one of the last people to see Elise. So there's a lot of interesting variables going on within the book. And as the people go back to the crime scene, and Remy and Kyle have basically purchased the residence, and they are the ones who sort of control things. But we know that they have secrets too. So it seems everybody's got a secret. There was an old TV show, I've Got a Secret. Well, that's basically a lot of what's going on in the book. Now, the book is basically narrated by Margot, and it is not only the present timeline, but in the past, the hours leading up to the 5 murders. So it brings you forward and backward. And as we get closer to what really happened that night, we find out there's a lot of interesting characters. And then as the truth comes out, it is a real shocker, let's put it that way. It's I don't think you will have figured it out, but Emma Dews has done an excellent job of manipulating the reader, sort of giving us a bunch of red herrings, and until we're not sure just what happened that night and who was the killer and why everyone was killed and why people are being threatened today. So it's definitely, Return to Midnight is return to classic mystery thriller writing, and Emma Dews, like I said, she's done an excellent job. So if you do purchase this book, please let me know if you do agree with my review. Hopefully you will. So I do thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because this is all about books, and I love books. I've been a book reviewer for pretty well close to 45 years now, so books are my life. So thank you for watching, as always, and as I always say as well, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.